Listen, let's concentrate on the game tonight, shall we? Because Liverpool, when I saw the lineup, we've got a group WhatsApp, and you text us all the starting 11, and my jaw hit the floor when I saw that he dropped Salah and Firmino, right? Mm-hmm. Now, I know they haven't been playing, I know they hadn't been firing on all cylinders, but you're replacing them with two players that shouldn't really be anywhere near that starting 11 in Origi and Oxlade-Chamberlain. Mm-hmm. And I looked at that and I thought, what message does that send out, A, to the players you've dropped, and B, to the rest of the team? And also, what message does that send out to Burnley? So often I hear managers of opposing teams and players say, well, we saw the team sheet and we really got up for it. They would have seen that those two would have been dropped. They would have known that the spirits were low in the Liverpool camp. That would have given them a boost. Mm-hmm. I look at the sub-bench, right? I look at the sub-bench for City yesterday. Mahrez, Fernandinho, Jesus, Zinchenko. The list goes on. Manchester United sub-bench, Mata, Rashford, Van der Beek, Matic, McTominay. The list goes on. I look at Liverpool's tonight. Minamino, Phillips, Williams, Jones, Milner. I mean, I know Liverpool have got a few injury problems, but make no mistake, the reason they lost tonight wasn't because they got injury problems, wasn't because Virgil van Dijk was missing. It's because at the moment, for whatever reason, Liverpool just are not at the races. And I don't know if it's getting maybe a little bit too much for the manager, if it's getting a little bit too much for the players. They're tired. But Liverpool now, fourth in the Premier League, 6 points off leaders Manchester United. Spurs breathing down their neck. They've got a game in hand, Spurs. They're 1 point off Liverpool. You've got Everton with 2 games in hand. They're 2 points off Liverpool. West Ham are creeping up there as well. There's every chance now, realistically, Liverpool might finish the season outside the top 4.
Right now, you would have to say that the recent games is suggesting that is a possibility. Yeah, because the sides around them are picking up points. Liverpool have dropped like a stone since Crystal Palace. Seven goals they scored that day. The next game they went home to West Brom, and they dropped their points, and West Brom got that late equalising. And Liverpool were poor. If you remember that second half, first half, Liverpool were excellent against West Brom. Since then, Liverpool have not been at it, and I think there's a number of reasons why that is the case. Okay, and Liverpool fans listening to this will have their own opinions on it, but there's not just one thing as to why I feel Liverpool are where they are right this second. Liverpool have had 3 magnificent seasons. Got to a Champions League final, got beat by Real Madrid. They put so much into that. The following season, they won the Champions League, finished 1 point behind Man City. They put a huge amount into that season. Last season, they were outstanding. The standout team, head and shoulders. They put a huge amount into that team. And Klopp this season went out and bought Jota. Okay, he needed to freshen up that front 4. Shaqiri is not of the level that Liverpool need. Origi is not of the level Liverpool need. And the 3 players up top, they have been, over that last 3 seasons I've just mentioned, those 3 have been a mainstay. Those 3 have been at it, full tilt. You can't keep doing that. We're starting now to see just a little bit of, they're jaded, they're not as sharp or as that cutting edge. That Liverpool last season in this game would have found a way to get through 2 or 3 goals.
I agree.
This season, they're flat. And teams know it now. And it gives you're absolutely right about the team sheet. It gives them something to look forward to, something to cling on to. And every time you get through like a 10-minute period, you get to half-time, these are milestones. And Burnley, you could say you were growing in it. And Liverpool, there was a fear about it. You sense Klopp at half-time. The reason he's had a pop at Sean Dyche is because out of frustration. And he could sense what was coming. He could sense they were going to drop points. Don't think anyone saw them losing, but he could sense it. And there's a number of other reasons. Of course, the injuries at the back. You're missing the Henderson in the middle of the park. You are missing that. You're going to miss Fabinho in that middle of the park. You are going to miss Van Dijk because of what other players have had to do. Okay? Matip's only just come back. They've been out 3 centre-halves. The fullbacks, what has happened to Trent? Now, we're talking about one of the best young fullbacks in world football. What happened to him tonight? Defensively, all over the place. And Liverpool didn't have a great deal to do, but whenever he was put in a position to defend, shot to pieces. Burnley, what did Burnley want today, right? They got a flat 6 at the back sometimes. They got midfield pack in the box. What does Tarkowski want? What does he want? Where does he want that ball? Does he want it on the ground? No, he wants it in the air. Liverpool, first half, kept putting balls in the box. Kept doing it. They kept doing it. And they breathed confidence off that. Liverpool then eventually, they slowed that down second half. There weren't as many. And they just couldn't get through. They just could not break down that Burnley defence. And they are flat, Liverpool. They are really flat. It's the 4th game now without scoring a goal. The 4th game. And they're missing Jota. That is a huge miss. And the other players in those areas, you put Van Dijk in there, then you push Henderson forward. Fabinho plays higher up the pitch. but they're having an off game. And look, he's had Origi long enough. I think most Liverpool fans will tell you he ain't bad as a squad player. But do you know what? When you need him to come off the bench and start, not come off the bench and play, come off the bench and start, he ain't good enough. And neither is Shaqiri.
08717223344, the views of Jason Cundy and me, but more importantly, we want to hear you. If you phone that number, your views will be heard around the world. How about that? David is first up. He's a Liverpool fan. Hello, David. Good evening to you.
Hello, Andy and Jason. Listen to what I'm going to tell you. A few years ago, I rang up when Liverpool were playing badly, and I said that Jurgen Klopp will have to go. Now, okay, thanks for winning the Champions League, thanks for winning the Premier League and the World Club Championship and the Super Cup. But what happened to Liverpool when they lost to Aston Villa and now they lose to Burnley at home? There's no way back. Jurgen Klopp has taken Liverpool as far as he can. He's taking them backwards now. He has got no plan B. He's selecting the wrong players from the start. And I think they should go for Allegri or Simeone. But I don't think that Jurgen Klopp will win any more trophies. He could be manager for another 10 years. They won't win any more trophies under Jurgen Klopp. He hasn't got a clue anymore. He's putting players in the wrong positions. No Henderson at all tonight. Matip is clearly not good enough in defence.
Henderson injured tonight.
Henderson's injured. Henderson in midfield would have been better, but he's injured. I'm sorry, but that is not a good lineup. And not, as Jason said, the substitutes are not very good either. And when I heard that Shaqiri was going to start with Oxlade-Chamberlain, I thought, oh no, I think they're going to lose. And it's the way the Liverpool have been playing against Fulham, against Brighton, against Newcastle, West Brom, and that 7-2 defeat to Villa, and then losing at home in one of the Champions League matches to Atalanta. I know they beat them away 5-1, but they lost at home 2-0 to Atalanta. I mean, it's on the cards. Jurgen Klopp can't do it anymore, and he's getting frustrated because he can't do it anymore. He's worked his magic, but it's the end for him.